IG, I
IG.
believe.
Okay, let
Let
me
me
check.
make sure. No, they be playing with us. What up, IG? What up, IGNs?
Yep. Live at 5 on IG. What's happening, IGNs?
What
What's
up,
going on
IGNs?
out there in IG land?
What up, Tasha Cuties Customs?
What's up
Okay,
with it?
then.
What's up with it, T?
J Seuss Fantasy already in there. I don't know
Come
who
on
that
in the
is. Who
room.
is that?
Who is Miss Palin? What is that?
Yeah, that's what
Palanico.
I said.
Miss Palanico?
We are live on What up, Tasha? Oh, I'm sorry about that, y'all. My bad. Scoot over to your left a little bit, Gunna. What up, sis? Over there on IG. Hello, world. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to all the new viewers as well. I see a couple new viewers in there.
Still
I
not.
appreciate that. Y'all know, still know how to. There go Sister Mayat.
They got that left
What up,
shoulder.
Kyra? Okay, then. Hey,
Scoot over to your left a little bit more. Just take it right there. There we go.
get in that thing. What up, Kyra?
What's up with it, Miss Kyra?
What I'm gonna do with two more kids? What up, sis? Hello, world. Oh, we on Facebook.
What's up out there in Facebook land?
Hello, everyone.
What it do?
Hello, everyone. Let me see. Oops,
What's
we
going
got a
on?
cork right there. We need to find something to do with all them corks we got.
We got quite a few.
I'd get a jar, put them in there, make it look like we special.
Collectors,
Yeah.
special wines and such.
We always go get the cheapest ones. you know,
And we recommend the best cheap ones.
the best cheap ones. That's how it is, man. Can make it happen. There's nothing wrong with good cheap wine either. So, my boy, how was your weekend?
It was cool, man. You know me. You know I'm laid back. Don't do too much. So yeah, that's normally my weekend routine. If them boys ain't with me, they was with me today.
Yeah,
If they not with me, that's what I'm doing.
yeah,
Just cooling.
just cool.
Yep.
I had a fun weekend. I think I like I always do something or find something that happens. You know what I mean?
Word up.
But I went to the game for sock and PNG.
PNG.
So congratulations to
Port
PNG. They
Neches?
did win. But
Is that Port Neches?
yeah, yeah.
Southeast Texas. Shout out to Southeast Texas.
Man, don't do that shit on this show.
That's 409. Who that?
I'm sorry. I can't be biased like that. You know what I'm
Dang,
saying?
man, that's Texas, man. Them kids.
What up with it, T Rich?
Shout out to them kids, man. Out
What
there
up, Tasha?
in the 409 area code. We gonna give them a shout out.
Yeah.
Support Natures.
Support natures, man. I'm just saying. I really wanted our team to win. You know how you really want your team to win, but it's like I don't want to be rude. You know what I'm saying? To
It's kids, man.
yeah,
It's understood. I feel you though.
yeah. I'm sorry,
I
life.
feel
You know, you gotta.
I feel
What
you
up,
though.
214 Ben? Finally, he back in the building. Every time you say that, we're gonna go off on us.
Yeah.
You gonna go off on us real quick. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. And we got some a distinguished guest in the building. You dig?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, y'all know we like to make sure that we keep it. Is it PC? Because I don't think we do pretty PC,
No, we
but
don't.
we like to make sure that we inform, everybody and provide you with as much information as we know. Because we,
We like sharing best practices and sharing
Mhm.
information. That's what we do.
if you find some, give
And
some to
addressing it.
somebody
Yeah,
else.
we love addressing it.
Yeah. So we do have somebody running for congressman. You dig? Now y'all know that's some Crazy for us, number one. But live and you learn. I love it because we get to meet all the new people that we can. But this is now I need you to help me pronounce your last name. This is Congressman Chris
Panayiotou.
Panayiotou. Okay then, give him a yellow button over there for me, Gunner.
I got you.
Get that young man a yellow button, man, right there. Yeah. Yeah. What's up, Mr. Chris? How you doing, man?
I'm good.
Do people call you like Mr. P?
No. Not yet. I mean, right now it's just Chris.
Yeah. Okay. Big bed, man. That's it's number one is honor. We are honored that you would come to such a humble. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate the invite.
A humble spot.
You pulling up, man.
I appreciate the invite.
But when it comes down to it, you be talking about, or not you be talking about, look at me, I already starting off wrong. I'm finna go in right now. No, as somebody who's running for Congress, how long did it take you like to get in the position to where you were like, hey, I want to run
for Congress?
For Congress?
It's been a long time coming. It's something that I've been interested in a long time. I went to school for political science and for journalism.
Right.
So I've always kind of been in the loop with what's going on in the world. The incumbent decided to step down and run for another office. And I'm at a point in my life where, I'm not doing dumb stuff no more.
Right.
I'm grown.
Right.
My money is okay. I'm not so much hurting. And it just seemed like the window of opportunity. If it was any other district, I wouldn't even thought about it.
And what's your district?
It's 32, Texas 32. It runs through Carrollton, Addison, Richardson, East Plano, North Dallas, East Dallas, a little bit of Garland, a little bit of Mesquite, some of Pleasant Grove, and some of Box Springs.
Okay.
And I live in North Dallas. That's the district I live in. So
Yeah. He represent my district, man. Yeah.
North
Carrollton.
Oh, Carrollton.
Yeah.
Man, that's a lot of districts to represent.
750,000 people,
Yeah.
give or take.
What's up?
Man, okay. We're going to get into some of that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? We are going to get into some of that. I want to thank everybody
Absolutely.
for coming on, joining us
Yeah,
today, man.
Appreciate y'all
It's
tuning in.
it's a happy Monday. What we drinking on, Gunner?
Happy Monday, as I usually say. And tonight's wine, ladies and gents,
Mm-hmm.
we are on that Mondavi for Monday. That Monday Mondavi.
Mondavi.
Yeah, Monday Mondavi. That's what we're going to call it.
And imagine we already started like we started, and we haven't even started drinking yet. So
Actually, we did a little.
Let's hope. Yeah, it was a little bit.
In memory of.
Man.
Should I tear the label off the bottle?
Yeah. Now, no.
Okay.
Let's make sure we note that, y'all. He is not drinking with us.
Yeah, he is definitely not.
He said, "Nah, you're not gonna get me on the interview and act like Kanye." Oh, somebody got their
definitely
phone
not
going
on
doing the.
During the
What up,
podcast.
Tavia? Over there on Facebook. Welcome in, since we ain't seen you in a minute.
Oh, it's just me and being on this.
Yeah.
Monday.
Nah, but some people may take a point off for you on that one.
What, for not
For
drinking?
hanging with us.
Yeah, for
Oh,
not
for hanging
drinking.
with y'all.
Yeah, and hanging with us.
It's all right.
Man, you can get 2 points off right there. They be like, I saw you on this podcast.
He said it's all right.
I saw you on this podcast.
It's good.
Yeah.
I quit
He's for the
drinking during
people.
quarantine, so.
Oh,
Okay.
did you? How
Yeah.
long you been sober?
Well, I mean, it wasn't like I had a problem. It's just
Right, you just like, hey, I don't feel like drinking no more.
yeah, like I drink every once in a while. I've probably had alcohol like 4 times this year.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, do it just because you don't want to.
He's still human.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
That's
dope.
what's up.
And
That's dope.
one of those times I was in New Orleans. It's a little hard to avoid alcohol. in New
Already
Orleans.
on Bourbon Street. Can't
Yeah.
do that.
I got a bourbon. I was on Bourbon Street.
Yeah, you gotta be.
You know what I'm saying? I was on Bourbon
Fresh
Street.
Quarters, man. That's where it's at.
Yeah, I've been there a couple times, but every time I go, I feel like. You said you just. I've been there a couple times. Every time I go, I do feel like I drink. Like
I want to
just
go though, man. But I don't
no.
know.
I ain't gonna say I drink more, but I drink more like during the day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
When you're out. But I mean, I guess I'm also on vacation.
yeah, and you're sweating it out because if you're there in the summertime, it's
Yeah.
really
It's hot.
humid. Yeah,
Yeah.
And humid, like you said.
yeah.
Well.
It's just like Houston.
I can't-
out there.
I don't have no problem with it though. Oh man, we want to shout out to HBK Clothing.
Yeah,
Want to shout out
HBK.
to Filthy
Guardian
MFRS TV. Yep, Guardian Protection. Susie Tutors,
Breeze Brew Pickle.
and Susie does tutor. You know,
Claudia's Cuisine.
Level Up, LEVUL up. It's for anybody in the DeSoto area or Lancaster area who needs to get tutoring. Level Up.
Serenity Mentoring.
Serenity Mentoring. She does mentors young ladies. Who else? I know we missed somebody. Bashard Buys Houses.
Yep.
And Caliber Community, which is the new one that he's on.
Easy Tech Solutions.
Easy
We
Tech
provide you
Solutions.
with all your technology needs.
Yeah.
Just Tia.
Just Tia. She's the one that made
provided
these
us with
glasses. I'm sorry about that over there on IG. Hey, IG, if you guys are messing up, y'all can come over here to Facebook, but I'm going to try to fix it in just a minute by refreshing over here on IG. So, I apologize, guys. I'm trying to get it right over there on IG. I'm fixing it right now. Yeah. But yeah, shout out to
Luxury Meals.
the one who got that pudding.
Oh,
Sarah got that pudding.
Sarah got that pudding, boy.
Sarah got that pudding. Cinema Sweets.
Yeah, Cinema Sweets.
Cinema Sweets. Y'all, Sarah got
Rhapsody,
that pudding.
Rhapsody Treats.
Rhapsody's Treats. Yep. Also, that is, I always forget the other, Kosher Bay. All right, that's about it. That's
That's all the people that we like to support and build their brand, and so we want to get. Oh, we gotta shout out Heavy Sports Talk.
Shout out Heavy Sports Talk. You did
one of our brothers in podcasting.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's one of our brothers in podcasting shows. So
Man.
and Famous
Every
Nobodies.
Sunday. Yep.
Famous Nobodies.
Famous Nobodies.
That's another one that we support. Another podcast show that we support. So shout out to those that are building their brands and making them greater.
And if y'all see that little thing at the bottom of your screen that says "Help to get me to 5,000 stars,"
5,000 stars, because we are on our way to what?
5,000 viewers.
Followers, yeah.
Big bad.
we're on our way.
Is it viewers or followers? Let me make sure I get that right.
I believe it's both.
It's both.
Yeah, we can go with both. And so
This nigga lying.
I think we can. It's safe to say that our followers
I'ma
they
go
view
check.
us as well.
This is Stat Man, so I know for sure he know. Hello, yes.
I'm next gen statted up.
What up? Hello, yes. Welcome
What's
in.
up, hello, yes?
Vending a
Wow.
Legacy. I think that's her business.
shout out to
If y'all
her,
need a
Vending
vending
Legacy.
machine.
Yeah.
Crystal Mayo, appreciate it for tuning in once again. And I only said your real name because your real name is on there this time. So it's
he
not
said
on
no,
me.
Yeah, he said this.
She was like, last time you said my whole real name. I'm sorry. I
It's
do
on- it's on
apologize.
there.
I do
It's on there.
apologize. I do.
Yeah, we Tasha Q Customs too.
Tasha Cutie Customs, yeah. You know what? The reason we do that, this is the Christmas season, so we want to give back all the time. But anyway, we do that because we love y'all.
We really do. We truly do.
And advertising ain't free,
Yeah,
but it is over here most of the time.
Yeah, we want to give y'all shout outs because y'all show love to us too.
Yeah, we actually mess with the people that we advertise, so you know it's okay. It can be free if that's your partner.
True that.
Send your shout out to somebody else. Share somebody else's business on your page tomorrow.
Show love.
Share somebody else's business
Show your love,
on
like
your
Steve Harvey
page.
used to say. Show your love.
tomorrow. You know what I mean? We in the season for giving.
Season of giving.
Season for giving.
Yeah.
Yeah. So see? Now what we got so what we got on the menu for today. See, that's perfect.
That's a great segue.
You see?
Great segue.
We got more to go.
So tonight's ladies and gents, we talking
What
about,
up, Tiffy Poo Poo?
we talking about what does Christmas mean to you? We
Yeah.
got a couple of questions that's gonna go along with it. As far as what Christmas mean to you.
Chris, hold on now. Hold on. We gotta ask the one who's going out for a government official.
Chris, yeah.
Now watch this, because you know in the political realm, certain things are frowned upon, especially in Republican states,
Right.
like we're in, right?
Republic
So
of Texas.
they're like, it's not Happy Holidays.
It's Merry Christmas.
It's Merry Christmas.
Right.
So what does Christmas mean to you,
Well,
Chris?
I mean, I don't have
The
any.
people want to know.
I don't have any family, like blood family in Dallas anymore. So I have kind of a few families that have adopted
Just
me.
that don't live here.
Right.
Okay,
Everybody
okay.
moved away. I was the
Okay.
only one that stayed. But I have a few families, like my friends' families, that have essentially adopted me for the holidays. So I always get invites to come get a plate and come hang out. So
Right.
it's always good to hang out with the family I got to choose as opposed to the ones I didn't.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
What would you say, Chris, is one of your earliest Christmas memories that you can remember, man?
I don't know if it's a memory, but there's pictures of it. So, you're not sure if it's really a memory or if it's been implanted. But there was like a really big stuffed dog that I got for Christmas.
Okay.
Right.
I had to be like 3, maybe.
Okay.
Like I said, I don't know if I remember it or just seen the pictures and it's
And
been
it clicked.
implanted in my
Yeah.
mind.
Right.
But yeah, that's probably the as far back as I can remember for Christmas.
Nah, man. You know what? When I even think about trying to remember stuff for Christmas, I unfortunately go to one time and I wasn't even a kid. I think I was
got
probably
one.
like 13. How long? I had to be 15 to 16.
I got one that's earlier than that.
And it's so my cousin Gerald was getting like his mom was like, "Hey, I'm gonna get him this class ring," you know what I mean? And like we all knew that he was getting the class ring. And I come in, everybody meets at my grandma's house for like Christmas breakfast. So I spend my Christmas Eve with my mom's side, and I spend my Christmas morning with my dad's side.
Yeah.
And we go and we have Christmas breakfast. Everybody come. All the aunties are there, the uncles, the limited uncles. We don't have a lot of uncles. Just thought about that. But everybody there. Everybody brings some dishes, whatever type of food they want.
Right.
Like a good brunch. You know what I mean? Got a lot of mimosas going on. We even have some real good eggnog, you know what I mean, going on in there. And I walk in and I see my cousin Gerald, right? I'm hugging people. I see my cousin Gerald. I'm like, "What's up, Gerald? How you like your class ring?"
He hadn't even seen it yet.
I heard about it.
What class ring? You know what I mean? He don't know nothing. He ain't opened not one gift. He like, "What class ring?"
Classic.
I was just like,
Classic.
you'll see.
Yeah, I think mine, man, I had to be like 7 or 8, man.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the night before Christmas, so
All through the house. Not a
it was
creature
the night
was
before
there.
Christmas, so they getting the gifts and stuff ready.
Yeah.
So me knowing what they doing,
You knew what they was
I
doing.
knew, you know what I'm saying? I knew.
Yeah.
So I'm like, man, I was in the room with Kiki.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, man, she watching me and Nene. So I'm like, hey, I need to go to the bathroom.
She trying to hide you in there. What up, Peasy?
In the
Fontaine?
room, nah, she in the room with us.
Sorry
In
about
the
that,
bedroom.
Gerald.
So I'm like, I need to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Go to the bathroom. Come out, run straight to the living room. They in there getting the stuff ready. I'm like, okay. Yeah, okay.
That boy happy in the mud. I done seen what I can get.
Okay, you finna get this whooping too.
The night before Christmas.
The night before Christmas. Got a whooping. That's one of my fondest memories, man, of Christmas,
Bro.
man. Classic, man.
I think that even when you ask the question like what is Christmas, right?
Mean what it means.
I think it's different, and this is why we have such a divide. And I don't think we have a
Diverse.
divide in like our communities themselves, but across the U.S. there is a whole divide on a lot of this because people it don't mean the same.
Mm-hmm. It's different meanings for most.
Yeah, a lot of times it's about I ain't gonna say a lot. Some people use it as a way to gift. Some people use it as a way to gather. You know what I mean? Some people use it.
It's different for different reasons.
As a way to get over, because you got scammers during these times. which leads us to what leads me to one of our next points. Please be safe out here during these times.
Yes, please.
These days
Careful,
of
Be careful, man.
young men and women being hungry in the streets and having to deal with,
Scammers.
having everyday issues, and we worried about not having all the gifts for Christmas. You know what I mean? People out here who are actually like dealing with a trying to gift themselves a meal every day is a journey. No matter how they got there, all I can say is just make sure we are all being safe out there because
times are hard.
Yep, and people are hungry.
And it's real. It's real.
What up, Asia? Appreciate you tuning in over there on Facebook.
Since I got that whooping on Christmas Eve, the night before Christmas.
What you got?
Do y'all open y'all gifts on Christmas Eve night or Christmas morning?
So, I think that we have adopted this, night before Christmas type of, like we at least get one gift.
At least one?
That night before.
That's fair.
You know what I mean? We get one gift the night before. I know for sure.
When I was little, I used to be able to open one before I go to bed, and then
I think that's what they should have did to me. I wouldn't have got that whooping.
Yeah.
That ain't never happened to you.
Nah,
they said, "Nah, you get your ass your shit tomorrow."
Yeah, you get it tomorrow. You see it when you wake up.
It'll be here.
Yeah, it'll be here when you wake up.
I can imagine that though, bro. But I don't like I said, for us, I feel like it's always been that way. But my mom may say different though.
I believe so.
My mom may say different. Maybe we just snuck a couple. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. All I know is that I want one before. That's all I'm saying. I don't mind one before. But I don't even think I celebrate Christmas the same no way, period.
Yeah, I think some of those traditions have changed from when we grew up to now. Man, I could see that. I can see that. It's definitely it's changed.
I don't like gifts. I don't like buying gifts. I don't like receiving gifts.
And you got to
just like no gifts.
That's with the times too. I mean, it wasn't no online shopping and all that. It was everybody was out during the holiday shopping. It wasn't no online shopping. So when we were growing up, so just different times.
And the mall's still packed though.
Yeah, absolutely,
absolutely. Yeah, but they walking around there looking for a man.
Yeah.
Or a woman.
Yeah. It's the holidays.
They out there shopping.
Happy holidays. Happy holidays.
They out there shopping. Is this a season to find somebody? Is this a season to find somebody?
It's always a season to find someone. Isn't it?
Yeah, I agree.
I can't agree. You talking about because sometimes
in the winter, winter, spring.
No, sometimes, and it may be during the summer. Sometimes people are looking to find, like, to just
be free. Freedom is in the air. Free is in the air.
So you're not necessarily trying to just be like, hey, I want to find. But I think that sometimes the essence of all this love that's in the air and all this good energy.
All I want for Christmas is you.
You know what I'm saying?
Mariah
make you want to go and like cuddle up.
And if you meet her tomorrow, it's too soon to buy her Christmas gift. So
Right. Look, that's he done gave y'all some game. That's how he gonna win.
Yeah,
right there. And we're gonna get to that in a minute for sure.
Absolutely.
We're gonna try to sneak that in there.
So is it a holiday movie that y'all watch during the holidays? Y'all got like a favorite?
I like that.
Mine's is Friday After Next.
Friday After Next is definitely a good one. I like that that one with Chris Brown, the one where he sing that
this
song.
Holiday, this Christmas.
This Christmas. Hey, he be killing that day.
I've never seen it, man.
Man, boy, you gotta watch that, bro. It's a good movie. What's her name in it? The lady who be everybody mama.
Loretta Devine?
Yep.
I thought of that deal.
Yep. It's one of my favorite ones.
I'm gonna have to catch it, man. I don't think I ever watched it.
Yeah.
It got a old boy in there too, don't it? They used to he was with Megan Good, wasn't he?
Who?
That was his wife, Columbus Short.
Megan Good wasn't there.
Columbus Short.
Columbus Short. Yep. That is true, man. It's good. It's good.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
It's a real good movie. Tyrone said, Asia said you'll find them in
Die
any
Hard.
season.
She said Die Hard.
That's true.
Die Hard is her Christmas movie.
Die Hard is not a Christmas movie, is
Yes,
it?
I
it
mean,
is.
pretty much it was during
It's a
the Christmas.
1 and 2 are
The season. I mean, its plot. The plot was during Christmas, during the holidays.
Home Alone was one of those
Home
ones
Alone
like
is
that.
different. National Lampoon, man.
yeah.
Classic, man. I was just watching
Yeah.
it, man. I just pulled it up before we came on the show. I was watching that National Lampoon.
Okay.
I like Scrooged
Scrooge
with
was a good
Bill
one.
Murray
Scrooge with who?
With Bill Murray.
Bill Murray.
and the old Disney Christmas Tale from when I was little.
Mm.
I gotta pull that up for the boys since you said that.
Yeah.
They're gonna be with me
This nigga.
Wednesday. So yeah, I'm gonna pull that up for them, man. Disney Christmas. A Disney Christmas is what it is.
A Disney
Yeah.
Christmas movie.
Mhm.
Yeah, man. I love Christmas movies though.
Now I've pulled up for the boys that the one with Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
Charlie Brown.
Yeah,
Wah,
I pulled
wah,
that-
wah.
yeah, I
But you
pulled
got-
that one up. You know how they was dancing on Charlie Brown, hitting it on the stage. Yes,
Wah,
they
wah,
got-
wah,
they got-
wah.
They got the chance to get down with Charlie Brown.
That's a good one.
You got any more?
Let's
comments?
see.
Oh, Christmas Eve.
Yep.
night is
And he
what
was
Tyrone-
fighting to get to his wife. Yup, that's true.
The Grinch.
The Grinch. Dang. What? Hello. You said Candy Cane Lane with Eddie Murphy is a
I'm gonna
good
have to
Christmas
check that
movie,
out. Yeah, I
and it's
seen
funny.
that.
Okay, bet. All right. Per your request, we gonna watch that movie. We gonna come back and review that.
Mm-hmm.
That Candy Cane.
Per your suggestion.
Yeah. We gonna review that for sure on here and let y'all know what we think. That was good enough to watch again. Okay, then we got 2 reviews on that. We'll see what we talking about on that, man. We gonna put that in rotation. Pull that up at the studio
What's
one
the
day,
one
man.
with Will Ferrell, man? When he was like an elf.
Elf.
Yeah, the elf.
Mm.
Yeah,
Elf. That was funny. Tyrone said that he's never put from Santa on a
his
gift. I don't think I've ever done that either. I don't put no from Santa.
Nah, it don't be none of that
I
on
don't
there. It's just-
put from Santa.
The gifts be wrapped, but they don't have no like no.
Mine ain't gonna say from Santa for sure. I know that. I'm letting you know. It ain't gonna say from Santa at all, buddy. It might not even say from
I
me.
think that's one thing. me and
But it's not
Mom
gonna say from
agreed
that
on.
nigga.
Yeah.
Read. Yeah, that was good. Man, I used to hate that as a kid. So now we open gifts around 10 o'clock on Christmas Eve.
You feel me
Yeah.
on that? You feel me? on
Tyrone
that
say he
too?
letting all his kids.
He said he used to hate that as a kid. He can't help with no gifts. I feel you, T. I was the same way. I got a whooping. That one Christmas, I said, you know what? They gonna show me what I'm getting. At least they gonna let me see.
Open the shit up. You ain't got no
If I
goddamn
can't open
baby.
it up, they gonna let me see it.
This ain't no goddamn on baby. We got any more of those good questions, man, that was over there?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We got some more to come, man, on them good Christmas questions, man. Yeah, so another question, man. If y'all had to pick a place to travel for the holidays, where would you want to go? And I said I'm gonna wait to think about that I'm gonna wait till I get here. And Cali? That's nice. I was thinking Colorado.
You think you
In the
finna go
States.
from the cold to the cold?
I mean, it's gonna be they like the cabin. I've been to Colorado, but I've never been in like the,
Mm.
I guess that you know what I'm saying. I was in the city
Okay.
in Colorado. I wasn't in
The
like
mountains.
The mountains,
Yeah.
yeah. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. That's where I want to be. Coors. Now I did do the Coors tour, but I stayed in the city.
Now I did do the cool too.
I spent a weekend up in the mountains once.
Oh, you okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
In the
Was
mountains.
it dope?
Yeah, but one flight of stairs and you spend about 5 minutes to catch your breath.
Yeah, that what they call it out there?
The elevation.
The elevation. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
we were
different.
like
Mess with
10,000 feet.
Dang.
Yeah,
That's why they be getting so high up there.
probably.
Man, they be getting high up there, boy.
Rocky Mountain High,
I'm,
Colorado.
I'm going to visit one day.
I gotta go to the
Again.
mountain part of it. The city was cool. It was they know how to eat. I'll tell you that. There's some good eateries out there.
In Denver.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's most definitely some good eateries.
So, you ate the Rocky Mountain oysters?
I didn't get a chance to do that,
Don't.
but I ate some other food. It was pretty good. Pretty good
Okay.
food.
I was just checking. Y'all know we foodies, man. We like
Yeah,
to eat
love
good, eat good.
Yeah,
So
we
you
love
know.
to eat good.
You
That's
finna-
one thing about us.
You'd eat the Rocky Mountain oysters?
You would try 'em? If you was, it depend on the mood. I already know. He may.
Like yeah,
Yeah, he
possibly.
may.
For real?
Yeah.
Wow.
It depend on the
Yeah.
mood. He may.
But I mean, just because like a lot of times, like I said, man, it's I'm a foodie. I'm gonna taste it at least once. If I don't like it, I don't like it.
Hey, if I didn't know what it was,
Right.
But,
But I'm good. Yeah, that's why I was like. That's why I was like, man, I tried a lot of different food out there, but that just wasn't on the
that wasn't on the
trying
menu.
list. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It
Nah,
really wasn't.
man,
there.
I would definitely, if I was in the in like a city in the state and it was served up, I wouldn't shy away from it. You know what I mean? I would taste it. That's just like if you go to Africa, are you gonna eat the food there? Cause it's different, nigga. You not just
Yeah, you ain't eating no McDonald's over there.
you got they got McDonald's,
They got one.
but but you can go to
Let's make like McDowell's.
McDonald's overseas isn't the same though.
Exactly. That's what I said.
Yeah.
It's like
what
McDowell's over there.
it's not.
No.
Well,
Just like the one
they
in,
got it.
the
They
one
got
in
more.
London is the big ass out there.
The burgers, the burgers, the burgers. What the fuck? Oh, burgers. Hey, he tried to eat. Hey, nah, I don't eat McDonald's no way. So I don't care.
Me neither.
Yeah. Huh? I would overseas.
Probably in London.
Yeah, but it's still McDonald's.
But-
It ain't that McDonald's though.
Yeah, but if McDonald's uses
It's not the same chain.
a certain technology to
Some of the-
make they food,
Some of those technologies aren't legal overseas.
It's not the same chain, bro.
Nah.
It's not.
I mean, it is the same chain.
well, it's not the same. It's
It's
not
not the same
chain.
product.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
all right, I'm gonna have to taste it. I'm just being
I'm
real,
not
man.
vouching for it, but
Y'all
it's different.
know. No. Make America great
You gotta
again.
try it. You gotta
Put
try it.
America first. And you I'm just joking.
I had a shrimp burger from McDonald's a few years
What?
ago. Yeah,
Shrimp burger.
A shrimp burger.
yeah.
Where was you at? Where
In
where
Cyprus.
were you?
in Cyprus.
In Cyprus.
Yeah, that's
What
my dad's
country is
from.
that?
Cyprus is the country.
It's the country.
Yeah, it's an
What
island.
continent?
It's in Europe. It's an island in the Mediterranean. That's where my dad's from. I go visit. every year, so.
Ah.
That's where the last name comes from.
Ah. Okay then. So what is Cyprus is in Europe? So
Between
Mediterranean.
Turkey and Egypt. It's
Turkey
like
and Egypt.
70, 90 miles off the coast of Israel.
So like what's the name of the people? What would it be?
Well, they're Cypriots. Like the northern half is occupied by the Turks, so they're
Uh-huh.
Turkish Cypriots.
Mm.
And the south, where my dad's from, they're Greek Cypriots.
And that's cold blooded.
So
Already.
do you have like any Turkish and Greek family out there?
No Turkish family, but like I've looked up like the DNA of Cyprus, and we've been conquered so many times over the centuries.
So it
Like
could be some in your blood.
our DNA is like from all over all over
mixed.
the region, right?
Mm-hmm. That's what's up, man.
Now and did you ever lived in Europe?
Nah,
Okay.
I just been to
Busy.
visit. Yeah,
That's what's up.
Man, nice.
I would have spent Christmas with my dad this year, but I had to get back because I'm running for
Right.
Congress. So
Right. How
Yeah.
how does he feel about that?
At first, the first thing he told me was like, "Why do you want to go making more problems for yourself?"
Mm.
And I was like, well, thanks, But then I think when he realized the scope of what I'm trying to do, like I'm headed to Washington, not not. He was like, oh shit. He was like, so he's proud of me.
Right.
He's rooting for me. So
Now, a lot of I know me personally,
mm-hmm.
I'm skeptical as hell of the government.
Me too.
So, all right, with that being said, what is your approach to giving somebody like me who has a certain disdain, or not even disdain, but I have a filtered view of the government already.
Okay.
How do you provide me with some type of information security that I should even give you any type of vote, like
Right,
in the instance to where I don't really mess with the government like that? Because a lot of times, like, that's the biggest issue.
Mm-hmm.
Is like, I just don't like this entity. I have an issue with this entity. And sometimes it's ignorance, you know what I'm saying?
Piggyback question off of
So,
that.
and sometimes it's ignorance, but how would you, how would you approach that if somebody were or in the face of that?
Right. Well, I'd first say that I hate politicians myself, so
Okay.
I understand. Really, I mean, you kind of got to go by. You really don't have anything but people's word,
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of people that support me just because they know my character.
Right.
So, all I can tell you, a lot of people say they're going to go up there and shake stuff up, and then they get co-opted, they get bought off,
Mm-hmm.
they get blackmailed, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at the point where it's like I'm not enticed by anything they're going to try to offer me. I'm not scared of anything they're going to try to threaten me with.
Mm-hmm. But how do you know? Well, how you know? Because they said the government got some shit.
I mean, they're going to throw everything they got at me, I'm sure.
You ever been tested like that before, or like what type of background do you have that make you feel like, hey, I've been tested to handle some shit like this?
Well, I did kind of grow up with some sketchy characters.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
I mean,
okay. You ain't never. It ain't never just been easy going, pretty much.
Right. I mean, I don't live in. I live in the same neighborhood I grew up in.
Okay.
And for those who know that part of North Dallas, it's not.
It's not like.
It's
that.
not like.
Right.
It's not the nicest place. I live like right next to some stuff going on.
Right.
So,
Right.
And as a kid, we were out there a part of that.
Right.
But like, I don't know. At this point in my life, I'm like, I gotta do something worthwhile. I gotta do something to try to make things right. And I don't have any family to threaten. I don't have.
Right.
I haven't really done any stupid stuff in my life. I mean, besides little petty minor stuff.
Right.
I mean, so anything they throw at me, if it's true, I own it. If it's not, I mean, I expect them to lie on me.
That's good. You said that accountability piece.
Right.
I mean, take accountability for.
I am who I am. I mean,
yeah.
I am the constituency. I'm not. The people I'm running against a doctor, some lawyers, some career politicians.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a 9-to-5 dude. I mean, I have a side job. I have a side hustle. I'm an editor of a magazine, and I got 9 to 5. And
okay.
I mean,
that's a great segue, man, for my next question that I had for you too. So how would you say that what would separate you from the candidates that you're running? Because we chopped it up a little bit earlier before. And so, what would separate you from those candidates that you're running against right now? What would you say?
Okay, so I've been to a few events where all or most of the candidates are there.
Mm-hmm.
We get a few minutes to talk, and I'm running as a Democrat, and when
so that's the ticket you on,
right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a Democratic ticket.
Okay.
So the opponents get up there, and they all kind of sound the same. They're all cookie cutter. They're all talking about the same thing. They're talking about party platform, which there's some important things in the party platform, but I mean, we all agree with most of it, But the thing is, no one's talking about the pain that people are going through. I mean,
the real.
I just saw a stat that said, actually, I had it up. Do I still have it up?
Go on and go to them notes.
No, it's just status.
Pull them up. We want to know some facts.
No, but it was an AP story. It was a post. It says U.S. homelessness up 12% to highest reported levels as rents soar and coronavirus pandemic aid lapses. Like
Dang.
in my neighborhood, I've never seen so many people sleeping on the street.
Right.
Like, I mean, you go to the grocery store, it's almost double what it used to be. I mean, you got big Wall Street entities coming in, buying up the housing market, jacking up people's rents,
Right.
making it hard to buy a home. Anything you bid, they're going to outbid you because they have the cash to do it.
Right.
And at the same, when that happens, they're always trying to. Damn, am I getting a call? They're always trying to pit us against each other. They're always trying to say all the people from California are coming, and that's the problem. I mean, it's not. That's not what it is. They're monopolizing the housing market. They're buying everything, and then they can charge whatever they want. So they're pricing people out of a roof over their head, and no one's talking about this. All they're talking about is the party platform, and maybe because they're all successful people. Congratulations to them. That's great. Salute.
So they don't never have to deal with it.
Right, but they don't feel the same pain.
So the impact. So you're speaking on you know what it you know what that feels like.
Right. Yeah,
Gotcha.
man.
So
Every time
you can relate.
Yeah, every time I'm at the checkout, I'm like, let me not curse, but
You
to
feel
myself, I'm
You feel
cursing.
it.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
you
I'm
feel
like,
it.
well, what's really going on?
How can I
You
pay
feel
for
what
this?
the people feel.
Right.
So that's real. That's real.
And that's important to have, like, especially with you saying like you have a 9 to 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what do you feel, or how do you feel about your power to change things? Because a lot of people feel like it's really hard to get things done. Right? They feel like if I go vote, my one vote is gonna put this person in, but this person, just like you said earlier, is only gonna tell you, what they're gonna tell you.
Right.
And you don't know anything until
You get there. Right.
they actually get there. So, what do you feel like you can bring to that arena as far as like actually making change? Because you still have to go through hoops.
Right.
And jump fences and
play the game.
Yep, play the game.
Politics.
What do you think you'll bring to it on that perspective?
Okay. I know I'm probably not supposed to say this because it's the truth. I get there. I'm one of 435 representatives.
Mm-hmm.
So I have one vote out of 435.
Mm-hmm.
So can I personally make a change on my own? In some cases, perhaps. But my strategy is going to be that if everything I vote for is going to be through the lens of, is this going to help working or poor people?
Mm-hmm.
And the other people around me, they talk a good game, but
Right.
if they start, doing what politicians do, I'm going to use every platform I can to call them out and bring pressure to them. I want to be a thorn in their side. I don't want to play the game. Playing the game gets us nowhere.
Right.
And basically, I try to shame and expose anybody who's going against their constituency.
Okay.
But you consider yourself a maverick?
Very much so. Very much so. Like I said, I'm not scared of them, and I'm not enticed by what they're going to throw at me. I'm a simple dude. I don't. It is. I get to Congress and it's going to be a problem. I'm probably the most hated man in there.
Okay.
So, because it is from what we understand from the outside, it's like a fight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Up there a lot of times. So you'll also have to have great allies,
Right.
or you'll have to find great
And you have to
allies.
partner with the other
What-
side as
what-
well on certain issues as well.
Right. What connections do you feel like that you have right now, being that you don't have any like skin in that game? What connections do you feel like will be able to help you on that level whenever you get to to where you are a
Right.
congressman?
Mm-hmm.
What do you feel like the connection. What connections do you have that you think will help you?
When you say connections, you mean like actual people or?
It could be organizations. It can be ideas. It can be,
Okay.
like
Okay.
just plans.
Okay.
But you can prove that it's possible. You have, when I mean a connection is you can prove, like, I know this person. Oh no, I have a connection to this organization. I've done business with this so and so and so and so. So
Okay.
in essence, and I'm not using like the denotation of the word. You know what I mean? I'm just being just as wide range as possible.
Okay. So when it comes to people and organizations, probably not a whole lot.
Okay.
When it comes to issues, I'm painfully consistent. Like, I rub both sides the wrong way, but I'm consistent with my positions. I give
Right.
you an example. Like, I believe in bodily
Pause.
autonomy.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I don't feel like the government should tell women that they can't get an abortion, but I also
Okay.
feel that the government shouldn't tell me I have to take an experimental vaccine.
Right.
So
Right.
I piss off both sides in one way, and then the two sides kind of rock with me because, you know what I'm saying?
You're gonna stand on your own.
Right.
You're gonna stand on what you believe in.
on
It's
business.
just
In principle, yeah.
yeah.
My campaign slogan is principles over party.
Principles over party.
Yeah, like I don't believe in the war. I don't
Okay.
believe in funding Ukraine. I don't believe in funding Israel. I'm sure I can find people from the other side of the aisle that would
Right.
agree with me on some of those issues,
Right.
and then I'll find people on my side of the
That
aisle that agree with
disagree.
those issues. Right.
Right. Okay.
The only problem is like a lot of these bills, they throw everything in there. You'll get school lunches and war funding. So I don't know how closely y'all follow politics, but they just ousted the Speaker of the House a while back.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So the dude who ousted him said that one of the things he wanted was single issue bills. So you can vote on just this issue.
Just
that
this issue.
not
Right.
just
Right.
multiple issues.
Right, and that's a great idea because that's how they push in through all the BS that ends up screwing us on the
Right.
backside.
Right.
And that's why some of those bills it takes some time getting passed too.
Right, and like they just authorized the defense budget. I think it was like 2,000 pages. You know, they
Yeah,
didn't
everybody
read
gonna
that.
read all of that.
Right.
Right, and you bring me that, I'm voting no automatically because if I haven't had a chance to look at it, why am I going to vote for it?
Right now, especially. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Now you did kind of go into some other, portions of it, but I got the gist of the answer for the most
Okay.
part. And the only reason I gave it to you, I spoke on it like that is because a lot of times, I ain't gonna say a lot of times, as a common man, I want
Right.
to know directly. You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
Whenever I ask a question or whenever somebody asks you, kind of want to know, like, hey, is this what I'm saying? And they be like, you be like, is the sky blue? Well, nah, technically, it's clouds.
Right.
We'd rather have that. But that's why I appreciate about your honesty.
Mhm.
You like,
Definitely
on this
genuine
part,
about that, yeah.
nah, I don't got a lot. You know what I mean? That helps. That definitely helps as far as like when we're looking at people to help provide something for us. Right now, it's a huge issue. I ain't gonna say it's a huge issue. It's a normal talking point about the inequality of like advances for different cultures.
Right.
Right. And it's not just the African American culture, but that's one I would speak on because that's what I am. But
Right.
there are different cultures across time
Mm-hmm.
who have spoke on the inequalities that are out there, right? You're European descent,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Right.
And of course, your background, but somebody looking may be like, oh,
Right.
he's elected to say or be a part of the team that gets some of those benefits, right? Like just by default. And there's nothing that I'm, pointing at you and saying that that's how you feel. But some people on the outside typically go off of a basis of who a person looks like.
Right.
I see you, so this is what I assume,
Right.
right?
I've had to deal with that.
Right,
I've-
right,
you
right,
know,
right,
So
right.
sometimes
why it's covering?
What's that?
Judging a book by
Right,
its
right,
cover.
Right. So, but with that being said, how do you feel about some of those inequalities that are brought up? Um, like, do you look at them based off of the stats, or do you look at them based off of the actual know-how, or I'm sorry, not know-how, but your actual knowledge of whatever culture it is? Or is it something that you look at as it's black and white as far as the print? It's either this way or it's this way.
I think when you say it's black and white, print wise,
Why?
I think that's like an easy answer to a complicated problem.
Okay.
I think stats can kind of mold a picture, but people manipulate numbers. They say numbers don't lie. Numbers do lie. People
Okay.
can spin things any way they want.
Right.
But having been around different groups, I don't know firsthand, but I've seen enough of inequalities that impact all different types of groups. So
Right.
one thing, so I guess a little bit of both.
Okay. All right. See, because I know for sure that it.
And if any viewers out there, if y'all have any questions
Then
for
fire
our
away.
future
Yeah.
congressman,
Yeah.
because I'm gonna go ahead and claim that for my guy.
Yeah.
So if
Appreciate
y'all have any questions for our future congressman, please feel free to ask.
I think I got a few in here. First one, you're not turning the heat off on us, right? That's what Asia said.
Turn the heat off.
That wasn't for you.
Oh,
Chris.
okay. I was gonna say.
I don't believe that was for you.
I think
sir.
that was for him, man. That's for the congressman, man. She tried to turn the heat off. Oh, man. She want to know. Shit. Is you going to try to turn the heat off on these po folks? Nah.
Oh, hell no. No. Oh, okay.
She's talking about that grid that
No.
that we had last year. That
Man.
the grid problem.
Yeah, I don't know. She, don't worry about that.
That's more of a state issue, but there's some federal funding that we
that you can help
use
with.
to-
Yeah, okay.
But it's on
Uh,
Abbott, so
Oh yeah, he got
yeah.
out. He got out on us, didn't he?
Hot Wheels.
yeah.
Damn.
You're not
Can't
supposed
say
to say that.
I can't say that. I'm sorry.
I've heard people say that
Yeah, it's
a lot.
yeah.
so.
It's nothing. I ain't gonna say that. I'm not gonna even go into it any further. My apologies.
What is our next comment?
Asia said she buy all year long. Then at Christmas time, she done already done it. That's how she feel about Christmas.
For gifts.
Her
Like your
up.
Christmas gift was all year.
She been doing it. Yeah, she been doing it the whole year.
Yeah,
Gifting seeds
I like
year
that
round.
though.
Year round.
Like that one dude who had the little cards in the box where like lights, rent.
Oh yeah, and then they just
yeah.
you just pick whichever one you want.
No,
That's
he
what
was basically
that's what
giving it to his girlfriend. She was like,
Oh.
"Oh yeah, I've been paying the bills. I've been doing this." and all that."
Nice. I need to see that. It's probably on like TikTok
It's
or
on,
something.
it's on Facebook.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's on there.
I've
Speaking
been
of,
on my.
while we looking through the comments, I'm gonna give us one more, man.
Okay.
One more question. Christmas, in the spirit of Christmas, man. So, what's your favorite Christmas tradition? What you have to say?
I like New Year's with New Year's Eve. All right, sis, love you. I like New Year's Eve with just like kicking it with the family. We just sit around. We be
Is
like
that Christmas
doing.
though?
Yeah, it's Christmas Eve.
Okay.
It's Christmas. It's still Christmas.
So it's still a holiday.
It's holiday season.
Holiday
Yeah.
season.
Okay.
And so we do we have like karaoke and all the
Okay.
stuff. So all my little my immediate family will just enjoy each other for that evening. It's always fun and funny and enjoyable for that time. You just don't worry about nothing. You know what I mean? It's just during that time I'm good. And then brunch at my big mama's house. Shout out to Big Mama. She's deceased, but still in our memories. But we go to Big Mama's house and just kick it. Eggnog. I remember sneaking eggnog as a kid.
You never like eggnog.
Man, I love it now. I remember sneaking it back then
Never
and
been
thinking
an
like, man, what
eggnog
is
guy.
this?
Eggnog with what in it?
Yeah, with the real stuff in it.
Okay.
Typically, I think nowadays we've been making it with Maker's Mark.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
shout out to
man.
Maker's Mark.
trying to think my tradition, because if we talking Christmas, I think with my boys now that I've said, that's probably my favorite right now.
That's
When they're
cool.
with me,
Mm-hmm.
they get to open that one gift
Yeah, shit.
With no whooping.
with no whooping.
no
So
whooping.
that's
There you
all
go.
I don't even entice them none.
You
like
slide
that.
it to him like this, like
I don't
it's a
even
secret.
I don't even tempt them like that, man.
You gonna slide it to him like it's a secret, man. Here you go. Don't tell your mama.
Yeah.
Don't tell your mama.
But I think that's probably my favorite. I would have to say, man, with the boys when
Yeah.
they with me for Christmas. Just being able to wake up with them Christmas morning, man, is a blessing. You know what I mean?
Man.
For me, it used to be going to my childhood friend's mom's house because she would cook, but she got married about 3 years ago and moved to Arlington, so she doesn't cook like she used to.
Yeah,
so
it ain't the same. It ain't the
Right.
same.
But I did get invited to a plate this year, so I'll definitely be going to go.
Wasn't gonna get him one of them plates.
That's what's up, man.
Gonna get him one of them plates. Let's see. Oh, we got a couple good comments over here.
All right.
Cat's Creative Design says Tyron Richardson Sr. I would do one or two when they kids are young and everything else they knew was mom and dad wasn't giving a fictional person. Oh, okay. So
talking
she's
about
saying
the,
that
with the
she's
from,
done it
the
before.
from
Yep.
too,
With one or two.
with the from sound and
Mm-hmm.
You gotta give like the weakest gift the night before, right?
yeah,
Right.
yeah. Just warm them up. You know
Right,
what I'm saying?
right.
Give them something, a little something to warm them up.
And Asia said it's a setup to allow companies to get the last push before the end of their fiscal year.
That
Straight
quarter.
up.
It's that fourth
I
quarter.
gotta get everything
Yeah.
that I got
Peak season.
out of here.
It's
Yeah.
peak season.
And then
Uh,
if you look at I don't know how they still do it because of streaming, but the music industry used to always drop everything fourth
Mhm.
quarter.
Yep.
November.
Right.
Yep, gotta
November.
get it.
Sweet November.
She said she was referring to the big corporations that blah blah blah. I was in the military. I feel that not telling someone they have to take a vaccine stuff, we were guinea pigs. That's what Cat's Creative Design said.
Yeah.
Oh, Ty said, "Let's go, Chris." You know what? I was finna ask. I was finna read your question, but you said, "Let's go, Chris." No, I'm just joking, Miss Ty. Thank you so much for tuning in. She has a very good question though. Are you in favor of legalizing cannabis?
I am.
You said what? Say it again.
I am with some guardrails because I'm afraid that you're going to end up with these big corporations, even the tobacco producers cornering the market.
McDonald's and the weed game.
Right.
Monopolize.
Right. So I think there need to be guardrails where you can keep it to the point where it doesn't become corporatized. And then, whenever it does become monopolized, it can add whatever, I would like to keep it competitive, small growers, small distributors. I know there was a bill in Ohio some years ago where they were trying to legalize it, but y'all remember John Boehner used to be in the House? He was kind of orangish.
Ring a bell.
Yeah, for some reason he
Name
was
definitely
crying.
ring a bell.
So he was from Ohio, and he went from being anti cannabis to pro cannabis because he got
You
had
got a
money
little
in the
paid.
right.
Got a little paid. Yeah.
And they were trying to pass a bill where they would legalize cannabis in Ohio, but it was only like 2 companies that would be able to produce it
Yeah.
and sell it,
Mm.
and they voted it down because I guess they got
They're
the
trying to
word
corner
out.
the market.
Right. They got the word out to the voters that hey, this
that's
is
a
not
tough
what
one.
y'all think it is.
Yes, right.
Right.
See, and I think that's a very
Valid.
tough
great point.
ass, a very very tough ass situation anyway though, with what is going on right now, right?
Mhm.
So when you have a certain amount
Great call out too,
of
Chris. Great call out.
you have a certain amount of individuals who are now, and I guess this is like we have to go to back some prohibition laws or court cases, right? Because I'm pretty sure that there were people back in prohibition days who were sentenced to extensive time
Right.
for something that was once illegal, but then the government legalized it.
Right.
How do you feel like you? Because I
a
mean,
great
Congress. Congress only can pass the bills, right? You guys don't write them.
We write them.
You guys write 'em.
Right.
You write them. Okay.
It has to pass in both houses and the president signs it.
They do both.
Okay.
Right.
So you personally could write a bill. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't
Right,
went,
right,
I
right.
don't went totally into the other part. But anyway, my question is, how do you feel, or what is your stance on those individuals that are still incarcerated for drug related offenses, for drugs that they are currently
Legal.
legalizing?
Okay, so recently Biden said that he was letting out all the people that were in federal prison for possession. Only problem is you don't go to federal prison for possession.
Possession, yeah.
Yeah.
You go to state prison. At that point, I believe it's a state issue,
Right.
because it's up to them. I believe Kamala Harris was against releasing people who had weed charges because it would.
She was against it when she was in office in Cali.
Right.
Mhm.
She was against it because it would cripple the free labor market that these corporations
Mhm.
have.
Penitentiary.
Right. So it's
Did y'all
always,
hear that?
it's always money. You know, they say everything is money, but like when you really deep dive, it's always money.
About the money. It's always about the
There's
money.
no integrity anymore. There's no ideology anymore. Ideology.
So what
is
do you
money.
do? How do you
And how do you
how
combat
can
that?
how
do you combat
can
that?
we do something about it?
Well, one idea I have, of course, it would take quite a bit of support in Congress. Y'all are familiar with the 13th Amendment?
Absolutely.
Okay, so if you remove the part where it says that slavery is okay for you if you're locked up,
Mm-hmm.
then that kind of disincentivizes
Glad
to
you
keep
brought
them
that up,
people
man.
right.
Mhm.
Cause I got a question about that.
Right. Then it disincentivizes keeping people locked up. Hey,
Because the reason why you're saying that is because what happens is they
They use
that
that.
they typically lean on that as a talking point as well as a portion
It's a
of
tool.
something that has already been cemented in the country's development, right? So hey, these are pretty much amendments. These are things that our country has always lived off of.
right.
It's instrumental tool.
Yeah.
That's being used.
Yeah.
But
Go on,
how do
what's
you
your question
feel?
on that?
How do you feel about the Constitution being rewritten? Would you? I mean, at least those first 10, because you said 13. But what about the first 10?
I don't have any problem with the first 10.
You don't have any?
I mean, which ones? Bring one up specifically.
No, I'm just saying. How do you feel?
You got
about,
First Amendment, freedom of speech, freedom of press, freedom of
Mhm.
religion.
That's a good
Second
one.
Amendment, right to bear arms.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the one. So that's one of them.
Okay.
Because especially with gun control
Right.
being a issue,
Right.
so that would be one in specific.
Okay.
So how I mean, as far as rewriting that one, because it's such a big, it's really a big issue. Gun laws and
Okay.
and whatnot.
This is probably where I stray from the party somewhat. That I believe that a lot of our society's ills, including gun violence, are symptoms of greater problems. If you start addressing poverty, if you start addressing constant war, you alleviate a lot of the problems at home. If people aren't squeezed as hard as they are, they're less likely to have an episode where they go shoot up a park or a mall or something. I think there's a lot of different ways to tackle it as well. From my understanding, we've been prescribing a lot of drugs over the years.
Knowing
Knowing
what they do.
right, knowing that causes people to potentially be violent. But Big Pharma owns our politicians. The war machine owns our politicians. People go overseas, they fight, they come home, they're not the same anymore. Also, you have a culture. I mean, the culture is already violent. The country is founded on genocide and slavery, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then now we're the bully of the world. We've been at war like 90-something% of our existence.
Right.
I think somebody did somebody did do a study. I think they said like 19 years of our existence we haven't been at war. That comes home. All that comes home. So, and what people don't talk about a lot is that the Second Amendment was put there to defend ourselves from the government.
Yeah.
So,
And he take over as such.
right. And all we hear is that the Republicans are fascist, Trump is fascist. I mean, if that's the case, why are you going to take away our only means of protecting ourselves?
Right. We would need that.
That Eighth Amendment too.
Refresh my memory.
Bails, fines, and punishments.
Can you read it?
This nigga always got something for sure. He gonna pull it up. It's like he got a thesaurus in this shit.
Hey, shit, that's an asset on
This
the
man
show.
got a fact finder. Like, T.A. Mine, tell me what year this was passed. My nigga, man. Go ahead.
Excessive bail shall not be required, nor excessive fines imposed, nor cruel and unusual punishments inflicted.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, they definitely shouldn't take it away.
No.
Take away bail. I think for some petty things you could get away with, but if you got somebody who's running around raping people or killing people, that's
Need a bail.
right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I mean, if he's got a lot of money, he can still get out. So
And that's
right. So
yeah.
we always run into that. We can put this barrier into entry, and it's going to keep a lot of people out. But the most affluent people are still going to be able to do it.
And that's the thing. That's why I say it's I guess it's levels to it.
Right.
When it comes to that, and it should be, instead of levels, it should be more equality there.
Right. But it says against excessive.
Against excessive.
So,
yeah. True. Yeah.
But definitely the cruel and unusual punishment, because some of the stuff we've done to people is
like outright.
Right.
It's not right. It's
Solitary for years.
Outright. Yeah.
The things. I mean, Guantanamo. I mean, I know they're not American citizens, but I mean, we have ideals we're supposed to live by, right?
Absolutely.
Right. I do see that you're running on, or some of your focuses. And I just want to ask, like, how do you attempt to address some of these issues?
Okay,
right?
let's
You
talk about
say
it.
reduce the cost of living, raise wages, end war funding. Well, I think I pretty much know about those. You would have to present bills, right?
Right.
Or
Or just vote against
What's being presented.
whatever's
Right.
being presented. All
and
right.
really try to put as much pressure on my peers as possible.
Okay. So, this.
And
this
do you
is-
think that would you consider that being an effective method that as far as what you use, as far as with putting pressure on your peers?
Well, shaming them is an option, but
Uh-huh.
then you
Well,
might make the
yeah.
argument that politicians have no shame. So, I think that if you can hit the airwaves, there are outlets out there that have a reach,
Okay.
and that would love to have
The information.
and a politician actually speaking on behalf of the people.
Mm.
That you could stir up enough stuff in the constituency where they would start giving the politicians some pressure at home.
All right. So my question
Yes,
was
sir.
the Wall Street housing market monopoly.
Okay.
Mm.
All right. Shout out to Asia B. She sent us some stars, y'all.
Appreciate you.
She sent us some stars, y'all. Hey, we on our way to 5,000, baby. We got 4,980 more to
Not
We on our way. Help is on the way. Help is on
and
the way.
80 more to go. Oh, but anyway, okay. So when I think of the Wall Street housing market monopoly, I also think of redlining,
right.
and the way that things have been established over time.
Right.
So even though visually I can look out there and I can go and point to a handful of builders that I know,
Okay.
pretty, established black-owned companies,
Okay.
that are, doing well in that industry. But when I think of, like Wall Street
Mm-hmm.
and what, like, you can buy in the REITs, right? You can go and purchase these because there's a company somewhere who has multiple ties of interest into these real estate development programs and companies. How do you plan on stopping that? Or what? I mean, I don't know if you want to stop it, but how do you plan on stopping it if you want to stop it? And the second portion of that is, how do you plan on disseminating that? Well, I don't think that's the word. Separating that amongst the rest of the people once it is broken down.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, we got to spread some of that wealth around.
Right.
So if you're gonna break up that whole organization, it should be. I would want it to be, or I would think that it would be somehow given. Everybody would be given the opportunity to get a piece of it. So what would you do?
Okay. So like right now, there's a bill that was introduced. So the big dog in the game is BlackRock.
Mm-hmm.
They own almost the entire economy, honestly.
Yeah, you talking about that earlier.
And we can buy stock in them, can we?
Probably.
Yeah, I believe so.
But then you're kind of funding the people who are screwing you over. So.
Yeah. It's a buyer's market.
That's a hell of a catch-22.
Right. Like you want to make money, but you don't want to sell your soul making the money. So
it's hard out there, man.
Right. So BlackRock and not specifically BlackRock, but what they call institutional investors, which are Wall Street entities, either BlackRock or their friends, or there's several companies that are kind of intertwined together in one.
Right.
They just have different names, so it doesn't seem like,
Right.
But I believe in 2021, they bought 41% of the homes that were for sale in Dallas County.
Wow.
Right. That's
a
crazy,
big
right?
share, yeah.
Right.
It's a hell of a share.
Right. And that's of the ones that were for sale. So not 41% of all of them, but just for the ones that were on sale. And every year they're doing this. Like right now, recently I heard Chase is going after the Atlanta market.
I don't want to be wrong on this, but I believe it was at one point when they bought up like some millions of some commercial real estate in New York.
I believe it.
I don't want to get them. Please don't quote me on any of that. If y'all find that I was wrong on that, let me know. Call me and hit me up. Be like, hey, you was wrong on that. But I believe so.
Right. I wouldn't put it past them.
Yeah.
But so they're buying up big chunks of the economy. They say now, in order to afford an average house, you got to make $115K a year.
Right.
Like that's a majority of 61% of the people living paycheck to paycheck. They don't.
It's a new middle class.
Right. Or the gutting of the middle class. So we have laws on the books, antitrust laws. But the problem is who has the balls to get up there and try to break up these big entities. I think the last time I'm aware we broke up a monopoly was AT&T, and either I was in diapers or I was still. Yes, I was an idea.
You still wet behind it. Oh, he wasn't even wet behind the ears
yet.
Yet.
So, that's one approach I want to take.
So basically, bringing it to the forefront.
Right, and putting the full force of the American government against it.
Okay.
There's also a bill that's in Congress right now that I saw maybe a week or two ago, where they want to force all of these hedge funds to sell. To make it illegal for them to own homes. And they want them to sell 10% a year for 10 years to liquidate out all the homes. And my concerns with that is that's kind of toothless. 10 years is a long time. There's a lot of suffering that's going to happen between now and then.
Right.
The other thing is now I haven't read the text of the bill. I just kind of looked at the summary, but are we only limiting it to hedge funds? Are there other designations of that companies that would be excluded, because they always play with the words. You like Chase is a bank, so does that not apply to Chase?
Right.
So, I think that you really have to go after these big dogs, because, otherwise we're not going to own anything. They're going to own everything, and we're going to be sitting here working to pay ridiculous rents, and then it kind of all ties into a greater movement that's going on with unelected people overseas that want us to own nothing and be happy about it.
Has there been any bills written to oppose like those BlackRock and those type of entities?
That's the only one I'm familiar with that as of late. But like I said, I think it's kind of toothless. If it's 10 years, that's going to take way too long. By that time,
that's a slow leak.
Yeah, very much.
By that time, they could be gone.
Right. You could say you got to liquidate in 2 years.
Yeah.
And then it'd be a lot. Yeah. Then they don't have to do. They don't have to. They will feel a lot more pressure.
Right. And as to your question about distributing it out, well, redlining is supposed to be illegal, correct?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So if we're seeing that, I mean, again, we have to use the full force of the American government to come in there and crack down.
Right.
And
So they would have to enforce it.
Right. And
Right.
and now and to that, like I don't necessarily see redlining, but I just consider the methodology
right,
of the and this because it's not necessarily isolated to a race at this point. It's more or less
to a class.
those who have the money
right.
are doing it one way versus
The rest of us.
the rest of us,
Right.
right? So like we're like, hey,
The
I want to go,
elites.
yeah,
The
I want to go
elites.
invest. Like if I want to go invest in to some REITs, then I may be able to invest 60,000 borrowed dollars, you
Right.
know, versus the elite may, or those who have it may come down and
60
Wall
million.
Street and say 60 million. Then it's like my
My
little
penny
60K.
to their quarter is
Yeah, it is a lot different, but it helps in one way, as it may raise the equity that I have in mind if we're investing in the same thing.
That's
but
why I was curious.
but
as
at
to-
one point it'll
Sorry about that.
kill my process if I can never go above
Right.
this many because you've already bought.
so much.
And you
yeah.
said with borrowed money, so somebody's making money off of that
Yeah,
too.
too,
Right,
So
yeah.
right.
Yeah,
and
that-
it's most likely it's them.
you're right. It makes the pie small.
Yeah,
The slice of the pie
very
smaller.
much so. Very much so.
So if you notice, they want to divide us every which way they can,
Yeah.
whether it be gay, straight, black, white,
Mhm.
legal or illegal. You name it, they'll try to divide us. The only way they won't try to divide us is class, because they know if we realize that we have more in common with our neighbors than we do with them, their days are numbered. The pitchforks and
Man.
torches are coming out.
I like that. I like, I try to make sure I stay pretty much in the middle of the road about things, but I definitely like that statement. If we figure out that we're better as neighbors,
We have more in common with our neighbors.
we have more in common with our neighbors. That's what it was, that we have more in common with our neighbors. Because being broke isn't a racial thing.
Never has been.
Being in a certain now, there are those of us who understand that, my broke ain't the same as your broke.
Right.
And that's just a unfortunate fact. But at the end of the day, a value of so and so in your bank is probably the same amount in my bank.
Right.
But I only say that to say it's always going to be that statement that you gave is a lot more powerful than just the words, because in essence, the more that we work towards something together, the easier it'll be for us to accomplish it.
Right. They divide us while they rob us blind.
Man, we losing it.
Mm-hmm.
We can be losing it really quick.
The money you got in your pocket and the money I got in my pocket is worth that much less every day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
True value of $1.
Man.
Hmm.
Oh, but of course, as we always do, man, we
Mhm.
always go over. You know what
Oh,
I mean?
damn. It is kind of late.
We always go over. It happens like that. But
Yeah, we do that,
But I
yeah.
will say that I am
Most
appreciative
definitely, man. We appreciate
of
you.
the
Big
conversation.
I appreciate
big
y'all
time
having
for
me.
pulling up,
Yeah,
man.
no, I definitely think that sometimes.
Share that information down.
Yeah, I got it. I got it right now, y'all. It's in the If y'all look in our, it's in our the
Comments.
chats. Yeah.
Okay.
How y'all can reach Chris, as well as his promotional page where you can go and then you can
The bottom.
donate.
Yeah, because, like my opponents have big money donors behind them. I've been selling T-shirts. I write for a magazine I was on the cover of a few months ago. I'm selling issues of that.
Right.
And I'm just taking donations. Anybody who feels moved to help the
Man,
cause.
Chris P.
Chris
for
P
Congress.
for Congress.
That's
what it is.
ChrisPForCongress.com and Chris P for Congress on socials.
Chris
Find 'em
P.
on them
for
internets.
Congress. We gonna
Facebook,
we gonna
TikTok,
do some more research on Chris.
Yeah.
And then, if we look into Chris and we like, hey, man, Chris is that guy, we going to make sure to shout him out on this show. Because at the end of the day, I think that one thing we have to do is be honest with each other. And there are things that we need to have changed. There are things that we need to have moved. There are things that we need to have assistance with. And if we sitting on a lower level and we are not able to play in the game, we need to have players in the game.
I tell you what, Chris, you got my vote.
We
Well, I
need to have
appreciate that.
connections.
And March 5th.
March
March
5th is the
5th.
primary.
Yeah, we
Primary,
need to have
but I'm gonna be there for early voting in February.
Okay, cool.
So
That's
I'm gonna vote for you in February because he in my district,
See,
32nd district. So he got
he's
my vote.
already got one vote. I'm
Got
still
me.
on the
Well,
fence.
2 votes because I'm voting for me too.
Already.
Yeah.
Don't be a mess up like old buddy did and didn't vote for himself.
Oh no, I'm
He
definitely
didn't vote for
voting
himself and lost like a bitch. Your boy crazy. The boy, you crazy as hell, cuz. You just not gonna vote for yourself? I'm definitely voting for me. But only reason I say that is because we definitely want to make sure that
we do our research.
we doing our research as well as we're informing the people that no matter who we have on the show, we're doing this so that you can have information, so that you have more insight. We don't necessarily subscribe to any of the people that come in on our show, but some of them do have some good points, So we have to be non-biased a lot of times because we're so-called media. But
And I appreciate the questions because you're asking me real shit. So
Mhm.
I don't know if
Yeah.
I'm supposed to say shit.
Nah,
you
you
definitely can.
You
Nah,
good.
We
I-
welcome it.
and
We
I
welcome to the authenticity.
authenticity. Yeah, I think that a lot of portions of these conversations are had on smaller levels in barbershops,
Very
at
much so.
gas stations, at and
Just in
at
small
the car washes,
conversations.
where people are really trying to figure out
What's going on?
what's going on.
Like when I go to party events,
Uh-huh.
like I piss a lot of people off, like for real. But when I go to just events where like maybe it's a festival or something, I'm
Right.
just chit chatting with people.
Right,
Man, it really we
resonates.
connect.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because people are all going through the same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, people are trying to keep a roof over their head and food on their table.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
And of course, the party platform has some important things on there, but at the end of the day, they're not going to keep you fed and sheltered.
Mm-mm.
So
Let's address some of those.
Yeah, we should
Exactly.
address some of that.
Let's add that to the
let's
platform.
address
Exactly.
it.
Yeah,
You
let's
know,
add that to the platform.
But
I
you-
like that,
address
man.
it.
But all the politicians.
Oh, yeah.
To me,
It's-
I don't see a difference between the two parties.
Yeah.
They all work for the same people. They'll let you have the differences on non-monetary issues, but at the end of the day, when it's money, they all are working for the same people.
Hey, you know what though? If you adopt, let's address it as one of your campaign slogans. We'll definitely, you definitely got my vote. You know what I mean? But I really only say that because you can really do that with some of these folks. You can tell them, hey man, we gotta address this shit.
Yeah.
We can't just I
Sit
hear
there,
you.
yeah.
You right. I saw
Let's
you.
add this to the
I saw it
platform.
and you saw it. We gotta address it.
Mhm.
Right.
Let's add this
Because
to
I
the
think that that's
platform.
some of the things that they don't do. Like you were saying, they're not going to even address these
Right.
corporations that got this.
Because they own
because
them.
these antitrust. Yeah, they like we ain't gonna say nothing about that. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna tell you another thing. If you notice, you'll start hearing politicians talk about we want access to health care. And that's bullshit. Politicians speak. There's health care and there's not health care. Access to health care means you're still gonna be paying out the ass to the insurance companies.
Mm-hmm.
We're not gonna do anything about the insurance companies. Like
Because they in bed with them.
right, exactly, because they fund their campaigns.
So they don't even need health care. Y'all ass is getting it for free.
Free anyway.
right, and like my dad was coming to visit. Right, he stopped in London on his way here. This was some years ago, and he stopped and he went to the doctor, and the doctor told him, "Hey, if you can stay a month, we'll run all the tests. It'll save you like $15,000 instead of going to the U.S. and having it done."
Mhm.
Like, why are people losing everything behind getting sick? I mean, that's ridiculous in the richest country in the world. So
Man.
when they say access to health care, that just means that they're in bed with the insurance companies.
And they would love to regulate.
Right. For me, I believe in a single payer system, universal health care for everyone. No premiums. Of course, it's going to be a little bit more in taxes, but it's going to be cheaper than paying premiums and deductibles and
then you could probably make more.
right. And then you're not stuck at a job because of the benefits.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. Like you end
Right.
up making more if your health care costs less.
Right. And
Then you can stimulate the economy a little bit more as well.
and your employer doesn't have to pay for health care anymore for you. So and that helps us in the international market where that's one less cost that we don't have to pay that we used to have to pay.
Ooh-wee. Sound like he got a little bit of plan going on over there, man. You know, but we are only regular people trying to make it. So, you know, we can't just speak for everybody. Let me go to these comments before we get up out of here. Cats Creative Designs. I forget the name of the company here in Florida that started buying all the houses in our neighborhood and put them on the market for rent at ridiculous prices. Yep. And basically nobody already living in there could afford to live where they already lived. God damn.
Yeah. And when they say don't sell grandma's house.
Yeah.
Like that should mean something for real. Because
I agree.
But as economic times get harder, people are gonna be more desperate. They're gonna sell.
Yeah, they are. See, that's what they doing. And
it's all a play. It's all a play.
I'm not gonna speak on they. But we divide ourselves with these men versus women subjects.
True.
That's true, Asia. We love you, Asia. Thank you so much. Asia's one of our faithful
She's
viewers.
the most valued viewer.
She'll get on our ass about some shit in a minute.
It's always nice to have.
Yeah, you gotta have some. I like my village. I like the village. One more. Oh, no, I got a couple more here. It doesn't matter the topic. People don't realize our food is being taken over by the government.
Yeah.
That is why we are finding.
90s, man.
That's why we're finding so many seedless items in the stores. Man, the government has seed banks everywhere. They will be the only ones with seeds if you don't build your own seed bank. Oh, I like that, Cat. Say, that's real. Oh, and I thought, you know how sometimes you think about something from one perspective, and then you got it's in line with something somebody else is saying, but they said it totally different.
It's so much stuff that's
I like
broken.
you, Cat.
Yeah.
Hey, please be one of my friends on Facebook. I'm pretty sure you got a whole bunch of information. I like that, man. I appreciate that. For sure. We're going to follow her. Make sure we follow y'all. If y'all not on our page and we not following y'all, please just make sure y'all put y'all name in there, and then we'll start following y'all, and we can save y'all, and then we can also support your business by sending people to your business, because we advertise for free to people who we mess with. For sure. No difference at all. We all figure who is the lesser of two evils for you as an individual, and vote or not vote, straight up. We look at it and just be like, who's not the worst?
And it seems like every time it gets worse and worse, though, regardless of who you pick.
Man, because these two does. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely shouldn't have to go overseas for affordable health care. Right.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Or go up there.
The Dave Chappelle skit.
Which one?
Go.
Just buy fake Canadian cars. Just give.
Oh yeah.
Just give America.
Just give them. Yeah, just give them that.
Modern problems require modern solutions.
Right. Yeah.
Straight up. But man, we want to thank you guys for our show appreciation to everyone who has tuned in today,
thank you,
as well as those who tune in consistently. We appreciate y'all, and we always have something great. Now, here we go. So everybody's been talking about the toy drive, and we have to apologize.
Oh my goodness!
Because what happened is we got life start going.
Life has been life.
Life start going. You know what I mean?
Life has been lifing.
But what we're gonna do is this Thursday. Bring your gifts.
Thursday night.
We're gonna have some champagne.
Yeah, we're gonna have a nice little
some
time.
ripple.
Just like we did last year. We had a nice little time. So
we're gonna have some ripple.
Bring the toys.
Bring your toy. That's all you need to get in.
And we're gonna have a grand time. We're gonna start around 9. Okay. But it's more information. It's gonna be on the page. It's gonna be on both with IG,
and Facebook. Yep.
And we may even be on TikTok.
Yep.
Not maybe.
And all you got to do is bring a toy.
Just bring a toy.
We're gonna be sharing these toys with lucky families. Last year, I think we did 2 or 3 families, and people just came by. That cause we had like some extra gifts, that were finished after that and came by and got some. But we have one family in particular.
In Houston, yeah,
that-
we did a family in Houston last year.
It's another one though,
But
right?
we have another family.
Man.
They lost their dad, the husband,
Hmm.
The breadwinner.
dad. Yeah.
How many
yeah,
kids is it? I
unfortunately.
think it's
It's on our page, but unfortunately they lost the dad and the husband, and so we just wanna
bless 'em.
bless them. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's the season for giving,
Yep.
and so we definitely want to make sure we support that cause. So please come out Thursday if you can, Thursday night. If you can just stop by just for a little bit of time and drop off the gift and support that cause and bless that family. We greatly appreciate it.
Yeah,
Most
man.
certainly,
So
most
this
certainly.
this Thursday, you guys will be able to come by. We'll be doing something like a telethon. We'll be on live.
We'll be live. We'll go live.
We'll be
We'll go
live,
We'll go
and we'll
live.
just
Even if y'all want to come in
as you
and say a
bring
little
yep.
something,
as you bring in your gift, you come in, you say
want-
hi,
yeah,
you shout out.
please
You know
do.
what I
We
mean? You
wanna
get
give
on live.
We want to give you your cheers. For,
2023 telethon.
we want to give you your cheers for blessing this family. It's
Yeah.
So I'll read it real quick, man. Since
Go ahead.
So it's a third annual adopted family. So the adopted family is a mom of 2 girls, 17 and 14, and 2 boys, and their ages are 12 and 11, and they recently experienced the unexpected loss of their dad, and that was this year, November the 27th. So
Oh,
that
wow.
was
Recent.
that
Right after
was a
Christmas-
few
right after
weeks
Thanksgiving,
ago.
yeah.
That was a few
Yeah.
weeks ago.
Yep.
So yeah, 100% of the proceeds will be going to that family, man, and
We don't keep nothing.
we don't get nothing from this. So please show your support and show your love to that family this and during these holidays. We appreciate it big time.
Yeah, man. Y'all just come through. Come chill with us, man. We
Yeah,
gonna
come
be
kick it with us for a
enjoying
second, man. Just for a second.
ourselves.
That's all we need.
We gonna be enjoying ourselves. There's
gonna
no
be here all
dress
night, but
code. You can come as you are, but we gonna have some sham pipple
Mm-hmm.
and some ripple.
We ain't lost our class, have we?
Got some MD 2020. You know what I'm saying? We gonna have
Yeah,
a
boom
whole.
for 'em.
We gonna have some booms for 'em. What else we gonna have, man? We gonna have some.
Just come check us out. You can see what we have.
Yeah, we gonna have some Budweiser. Nah, but we gonna be enjoying ourselves. So please,
Absolutely.
if you have a unwrapped toy or a wrapped toy,
please.
if
come
you are
support.
recycling a gift from last year that your kids got that they never
didn't
opened,
yeah.
bring it up there,
This
man.
This is Thursday, Age. We doing this Thursday.
Thursday.
This Thursday. This
Thursday.
Thursday.
Yep, this Thursday.
What day is that? That's my son's birthday.
Nigga,
The
we ain't
21st.
doing this. Nigga here is tripping.
We are doing it because we already got his stuff.
Yeah,
planned out.
yeah.
But yeah, that's this Thursday, my son's birthday, the 21st. That's when it is.
21st. Tex said, y'all forgive him. What up, Miss Turk? Hold on, Miss Turk
Shout
in the
out to my
building.
son.
Real black women, y'all go follow her page right now, man. Y'all go follow her page right now.
Big Six, Cy Carter.
Tex said, forgive me, fellas. He was trying to fix this toilet. Nigga don't.
Shit happens.
It does. Shit happens. Right there. Nah, for real, man. We love y'all though so much. We appreciate y'all. Y'all, please come through. Fall through. Drop off a
Yeah.
toy. It can be $1 store. Damn, I always say I said
And
that
it
last
can
year.
be Dollar Tree.
I said that last year. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. Because
the
my
thought that
mama,
ca- and it's the thought that
my mama
counts.
got on me for saying that. You know what I'm saying? But yo,
It's the thought that counts, y'all.
they
That's
don't really want
what we-
Dollar Tree
They
gifts
don't.
though.
But
You know.
again, pull up if you can with those toys for them kids. Y'all got the ages for the young ladies, and y'all got the ages for the young men.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Yep. As the
advance.
universal ambassador of peace, as I always say, man, y'all live great and be great. You dig what you
Y'all
got
know
for
for
'em.
me, it's King state of mind all the time. And what's the goal? It's to educate,
Motivate.
and inspire.
Hey, my boy HIT ain't here today, but he would definitely say love, peace, and fish grease. But we gonna let Mr. Chris, Congressman Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leave us
Like
with
the
a few
Chris
words.
P.
Just leave us with a
It
few
is.
words.
What you
brother.
got for us, Chris?
Well, you kind of put me on the spot.
Now, yeah, you got something.
I was going to plug myself.
Go
but,
ahead. Nah, plug
go ahead,
yourself.
yes,
That's
sir.
what we need.
All right, so I'm running for Texas Congressional District 32. If you go into Google Maps and type in Texas 32nd Congressional District, you can see the map of the district, so you can see if you live there or are registered to vote in there. The primary, I'm up against 10 other people.
Yeah.
I'm really the only working class dude in on the ballot. So if that means something to you, I'd appreciate you go check out my website. If what you read resonates with you, I'd appreciate your vote come March 5th or early voting in February.
Yeah.
And if you have any questions, I mean, feel free to shoot them at me. I mean, steel sharpens steel. If I don't know the answer and I don't know everything, I'll go do some homework and come back and get you an answer.
Big bet. Big bet.
But my socials are Chris P for Congress.
Chris P for Congress.
On all the platforms. On Twitter, it's the number 4 because there was a character limit. I'm mostly on Twitter. I got my team.
X.
Right. My team does the rest of it. But if I see a question come through, I'll jump. They'll bring it to my attention. Yeah, I'll address it.
He's on X.
It doesn't sound good, right?
I'm sorry, that's not true.
It's not bad.
Yeah, he's on X, the platform, guys.
You know what I mean.
Do y'all call it X or do y'all call it Twitter still?
I call it shit X because that's what they call it. That's what they. I'm not on there like that, but I think it's X. But to that point, y'all
I gotta do better with
let's
that
stay informed. Let's stay on top of it. You got people who are going to the next level, and they have a chance to support your district.
In fact, he's supporting mine.
They got a chance to say something in reference to your district. If you feel like when you go to the store or to the gas station and your gas is high, or if you feel like you go to the store and you used to buy bananas for like 98 cents, now they like 112 a pound, then you need to be talking to the people who can help change that.
I'm gonna tell them about you in Albertsons.
State level
my
first.
Neighborhood Albertsons. I'm gonna tell them about it.
I've got Chris P on your ass. You got state level, then you got the level of the federal level, and that's where you got the Congress and the other ones and Senate. Those are the ones that we need to be looking at. State level, state level. We go state level.
We go local. Yeah.
Then we go. Then you move to the federal level. Then you do Congress and Senate. Just look up the people. Anyway. We're going to bring y'all whatever we can, man. We love y'all so much, man.
We're going to bring y'all some news.
We appreciate y'all, too, man. And something that you can't use. Shout out to my boy HIT. He's not here in the building. So
yeah, HIT, he'll be back in business Thursday. He'll be here for the.
If y'all know who HIT is, y'all go hit up his page and tell him he missed it. All right, we love y'all. We out.
That was a good one, man.
I appreciate it, fellas.